you have remembered what they have done, and their names will live, their memory will live before God. And I am so ashamed and sorry for the impact of this, for this crime committed here. As I say, I cannot speak for the government, that is for the government to do. I am a religious leader, not a politician. But as a religious leader, I mourn the tragedy.
The tragedy of Jallianwala Bagh in 1919 is a shameful scar on British Indian history. As Her Majesty the Queen said before visiting Jallianwala Bagh in 1997, it is a distressing example of our past history with India. We deeply regret what happened and the suffering caused. I'm pleased that today the UK-India relationship is one of collaboration, partnership, prosperity and security. Indian diaspora make an enormous contribution to British society, and I'm sure the whole House wishes to see the UK's relationship with India continue to flourish.
Whispers filled the garden air, a child laughed without a care. Underneath the burning sun, no one knew what had begun. Gathered there in silent plea, hoping for their country free. Mothers, fathers, side by side, hearts unarmed with the hope and pride. Steel steps echoed on the stone, General Dyer claimed his throne. No warning cry, no second chance, guns spoke loud in death's advance. 1,300 hearts fell fast, innocence erased so vast, trapped inside with no escape. The garden turned a shadowed grave. Blood ran deep in sacred ground, cries of pain the only sound. Children clung in lifeless hands, history burned in crimson sands. April skies forever stained, freedom's cost in lives was named. Smoke rose up a muted scream, tearing through a silent dream. Bullet scars and walls remain, wounds that still recall the pain. And though a century may fade, we will never forget that day.
The garden with his soldiers. After closing the exit with his troops, he ordered them to shoot at the crowd. The troops kept on firing till their ammunition was exhausted. About 1,000 innocent demonstrators were killed and many more wounded. The conscience of the nation was shaken at the massacre of innocent people. After the massacre, the British government made a half-hearted attempt at constitutional reform.
So light a candle, say the names, honor those who took the flames. In the garden, say the cry, tell our story, don't let it die. April 13 forever burned, the page we read, the truth we learned. When tyranny revealed its face and blood became a nation's grace. Still no sorrow, no regret, no apology given yet. 106 long years have passed, and silence echoes through the past. They wrote their books, they wrote their lives, but never looked in grieving eyes. Not a word, not one bowed head, for the thousands they left dead. But we remember, we still see what they've buried, we set free. This pain we hold, we wear with pride, for truth outlives the ones who lied.
Reginald Dyer will go down in history as the butcher of Amritsar.
Brigadier General Dyer, as he was known at that time, came with a mission, but he was not actually involved in the grander plans of oppression which were unleashed on Punjab by the Lieutenant Governor O'Dwyer. Back home in England, Dyer was a hero. I mean, people thought he saved Britain.
The days following the massacre saw martial law being imposed in the city of Amritsar. Indians were asked to salam every white person that they saw on the streets. General Reginald Dyer faced an inquiry by the Hunter Commission and was eventually asked to step down from the army. But his supporters raised £26,000 so that he could live the rest of his life in comfort. Meanwhile, the families of the Indian victims were given 500 rupees by the government. But the Jallianwala Bagh massacre also marked the beginning of the end of the British Empire. It was after this massacre that Rabindranath Tagore returned his knighthood, and a year later Mahatma Gandhi gave the clarion call for the non-cooperation movement. When we look back at the last 100 years, Jallianwala Bagh stands out as a symbol of defiance by a people who refuse to be second-class citizens in their own country.